He's on fire here. Any word I mention, I have no idea where it can go.
Well, because we've got a loose cannon.
Off the running order, I thought it was two dudes in suits.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they were 10
Funny
foot
bears.
bears.
You got to say what you think when you think, and either people are going to love you for it or hate you for it.
That's going in the intro.
Yeah, exactly.
That little 6-second bit is going to be at the start of every podcast. He's on fire here. Go.
Okay, so
you
let's
talk.
I have
let's
to carry the
start.
whole conversation.
We've
Hang
had
on.
this
Bro, can
concept,
you
right?
somehow move.
It's
I just
coming
feel
on
like
closer, yeah, okay.
I'm a
I'm on the
contortionist.
outskirts, yeah.
All right. Okay, so here's
Go.
our prompt. We're trying
This is great.
to
High energy.
formulate the perfect meme,
The perfect meme.
but I don't think it's doable because I think by its nature to be funny, a meme has to be divisive.
100%. Polarizing people and polarizing things are what take off. So, you know, you look at really popular people, either people fucking hate them or love them. Like one or the other.
First swear word on the podcast.
No, but agreeable people. Who wants to listen to an agreeable person?
Good point.
Exactly right. You got to say what you think when you think, and either people are going to love you for it or hate you for it.
And that's what I feel, that the best of my memes are the spiciest.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what you just said there is going in the promo. That's going in the intro.
Yeah, exactly right.
That little 6-second bit is going to be at the start of every podcast.
Fantastic. Polarizing. Thank you.
That's
I
our
wonder-
little... We said we need a disclaimer. That's our
That's
disclaimer.
a disclaimer.
Before
like, if
every
you're gonna listen to
podcast.
this, take a fucking joke.
Yep.
I like it. That's basically what you said in
Oh,
your
well.
point.
Yeah.
It's
Thank
going
you very
well.
much.
All right, so what's the
Episode
perfect
one,
meme?
Going out with the back.
Okay, yeah, may as well.
That's the
Yes.
title. Going out with the
That
back.
can work, yeah. Yeah,
Like
good
it.
start.
in van. Joe, I know what your podcast be called.
What would it be called?
Live in a pod, eat the bugs.
Fuck, we'll live in a pod.
That's your
That gets me
conspiracy.
livid.
That is your conspiracy podcast. Live in a pod, eat the bugs.
100%.
Here we go.
100%.
You can't take credit for that joke either, because everyone just what I made.
Yeah, there's proof of it. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Oh, come on! Don't get stage fright,
No,
and
like,
performance anxiety
No,
now.
But here's the thing: is like, no offense, love you,
Um,
but with 3 mics going now, we could kind of steer where it was going. Now, any word I mention, I have no idea where it can go.
Well,
wherever it
because
goes.
we've got a loose
So-
cannon. We've got a
Well,
loose
now
cannon.
I'm double thinking where it can go. Yeah, you're on, Joe.
okay.
No, you're on,
Making
loud
sure
and
I
clear.
wasn't accruing.
I just hope you're in the shot.
I think he is.
Oh yeah, you are.
I mean,
I take up quite a lot of the screen. Maybe I should hold this.
Hold the phone.
I'm gonna put this here.
Get me in the shot better. That's the way. I have to get rid of this.
Okay.
I'm happy with that.
I need to turn this
Better for the
down.
optics.
We didn't end up discussing this, so we're good now that we've got Joe here.
Go ahead.
Your
International
persona
focus.
in the ring versus your
Oh,
real
yeah.
life character, your real life who you are when you're walking around outside with your friends or with your family.
This actually doesn't have, we don't have to be silly.
Okay,
Because
go
you
ahead.
sparked the conversation. I was on the phone to you. Because honestly, and this isn't, I'm not gassing you up.
Mhm.
My opinion, you're one of the best performers ever.
Oh, thank you
Like,
very much.
100%.
Very
And I thought, I'd love to get Joe's opinion. Because Joe mustn't think like me.
Yeah.
Or Joe
Everything's
wouldn't have
different.
any negative thought just before he goes out on stage.
No,
And
I
then when
do.
you're like, you do. And then you're explaining some of the things that I'm going, that's impossible that Joe thinks a little bit
Yeah.
the same as me.
Yeah. I think people share a lot of the same experiences, but how they react to them is the important part, you know? How
Yeah.
they, like the same kind of insecurities, all that will affect the same performers across the board. But yeah, it's how you react to them, you know?
When you said we don't go into the ring as us,
No, I don't feel I feel like a different version of me. It's still me, but it's a different.
No.
okay,
Side
I
of
like
me.
that. Are you the same? So you go in
No.
as your Joe,
As me, more or
and
less.
you're going as Kelly.
A
but
less
different.
reserved version of me, really, you know? I would say.
A less reserved.
Well-
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, I find in the ring, to be a good performer, you have to be really cocky and arrogant, but that's not something you want to be walking around with people in real life.
Within reason, an ego can be a good thing to an extent because I think it gives you the confidence to. You do need to have a degree of confidence, and you have to have a bit of an ego to back that up. You know,
Yeah.
you don't want to be too humble. You look at the best boxers, all these kinds of people. They go out, they have enough of an ego to push them forward. You know, the main thing is you don't go out there and you stagnate on "I'm the best now, I can't get any better." That's
Yeah.
the pitfall,
that.
the trap.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
there's always room for improvement, and you always have to be striving forward. But you don't want to be too humble either, because people mistake it for lack of self-confidence. They'll walk all over you. Nothing good can come from it.
going into the ring as Cody, because I literally go into the ring as normal as I am right now. Like, what I am in the back door warming up is what I am out there.
Yeah.
And I know that's not the way. Not that there is like a rule book, but I
Yeah.
know that's not. And me learning that is, now that it's like a conscious thought while I'm out there, I'm getting better.
Yeah.
Like I was saying to you before, is like performing in some of the bigger shows, you chuck straight in the deep end and it's sink or swim.
Yeah.
And I remember doing my fireball routine and I'm thinking, hey, you know what? In 15 seconds, you're going to compliment. You're either going to show like all sorts of anxiety and attack and whatever, or you're going to push yourself right now
Yeah.
to step out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And I felt like in that big show, that was in Belarus, that exact scenario. And first compliment, I'm like, this is going to feel weird and I've not done this before, but let's go above and beyond. And like I was saying to you, again, I watched that video. That's by far the best I've ever performed.
Yeah.
And because it was like a heightened me.
Yeah.
Rather than just, oh, it's Cody.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the same. But I don't have a character. And I was confused battling with myself because everyone's like, oh, you can't go out in the ring as Cody. And
Yeah.
I'm like, well, what do I do then? Who do I be?
Yeah. No, I don't really think you need a character per se, but you do really need to be comfortable out there. You know, if you are insecure, it will show out.
Yeah, so me trying to make up a character in the moment was clearly kind of starting to battle with me.
Yeah.
I just think you need to go out as an arrogant, cocky, up yourself, full of yourself version of you. And even if you're not like that, the
You need to
version of
have
you in the
fun
ring,
too while you do it, you know.
the version of you in the ring is like, yep, I've practiced this for years. I know exactly what I'm doing.
And you have to learn how to make the most of a bad situation out there too. So whether you make a mistake in the act, you have
That's-
to get the audience laughing.
No.
Take note.
That's huge. And
Yeah.
juggler's point of view only. You get it,
That's
bounce.
gonna happen,
Like, you
yeah.
get it with bounce. Like I was saying to you, this is like my good analogy. You've got par, which is level.
Yeah.
I go out in the ring just below par.
Yeah.
And my efforts is to be above par
Yeah.
for the crowd and for me. I drop early, so like my ball routine, I shouldn't drop. It's
Yeah.
like just hard enough that it's impressive, just easy enough that I get through unscathed.
Yeah.
If I drop early,
It will fuck with your confidence.
the
whole way
plan
through.
from now is just to get close to par.
Yeah.
And that baffles me. And it happened the other night. The night that you guys just missed the show
Yeah.
at Olio, it was the first time I had an early drop on the balls. And just, that's the character building.
That will play with your confidence.
Because I'm out there like, this is going to be fun. I'm in full control.
No, but I've lost the audience
Early
before
drop.
it started. Yeah.
That's okay. We're grinding here. And it was funny. It took me quite a while. It took me probably until halfway through the 5 club routine where I was like, I've built back that drop.
Yeah. They've forgotten it now.
Yeah, but then I could feel like, but like that annoyed me that it took me that long to do that. And I'm
Yeah.
learning. I'm getting better. And this is my way to get better, is now finally talk to people because, yeah, like not talking to people and they think I'm like a rock solid mental, just not a very good performer, but he's like rock solid thinking. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Total opposite.
Look, I try to self-reflect on my experiences watching other artists, and a lot of the time they'll make mistakes and I don't realize it. You know, like I don't retain the memory of them making a mistake unless it's really, really obvious and really just keeps happening over and over. But, you know, you notice their personality, you notice their music, their energy out there more so.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen so many jugglers where, yeah, they'll drop, but I don't go away saying, oh, that's a bad act, and they drop that trick.
Yeah.
That's
It's
true,
hard
you
to
know,
react it.
because, yeah, having seen as many shows and performances as we have, which, you know, it's every other day, you'll watch the act, but your overall impression of the act when you remember it, you know, weeks later, years later, is
You
not
don't remember the minor
any of the
details.
individual drops or any of the individual messes. Like, you know, you just get the
Yeah.
overall
Within
vibe of
reason.
the act,
With-
unless it was a
Yeah,
disaster.
within reason, you're right.
reason.
No, you're right. 100%. And that's something that took me a little bit to understand because I live and die by the drops.
Yeah.
Like, I think, okay, I wasn't a very good performer, but hey, I only dropped it twice.
Yeah.
And I
for
called all my
me-
tricks, like, you can remember that. Or, like,
Yeah.
hey, I only dropped it once. But that's not what matters. If they don't feel
Yeah.
anything or
Yeah.
feel any energy or anything, and if I'm clearly out there just grinding over results,
Yeah.
that's not enjoyable.
For me,
So I'm opening up. to
3
this.
is really my limit drops. Any more than 3 drops and I'm pissed right off.
That's my rule
Anything
too.
less than that, I'm okay. But it also depends on the drop too. Like, I don't mind dropping a hard trick more than once to build the suspense as an artist. But if you're dropping something stupid easy over and over,
Yeah.
that sucks.
100%.
That pisses you off because you'll go out back, catch it immediately. You're like, fuck, if only I could do it out there, you know?
turned into a bit of a juggling podcast.
Yeah.
But I do like that. Like,
But it's for any performing. For that
I
matter.
go out there kind of going,
Yeah.
you're allowed. I used to give myself 3 drops: a ball, a club, a ring.
Yeah.
But now the ball, that's taken away because I expect that.
Yeah.
So I give myself 2 drops, and it's kind of cool that you go out there, because if you get through the balls and you do your 1 drop, you kind of think we're still at that on par.
But there is a problem with too much security too. So, for instance, I get you talking about at the beginning of your act, you want to have it solid, safe.
Yeah.
You don't want to fuck it up, but then you're not going to grow because you get
Yeah.
used to that security and you'll stagnate. And growing as an artist, you have to be pushing yourself all of the time.
100%.
So even just a small little shake up, like one different minor trick in a sequence.
Literally did that.
Yeah.
Juggling it's mental. We're head cases.
Oh, 100%.
Not just
It's
juggling,
actually
any
cool,
performing.
Juggle
art.
chat.
I was
But it's
explaining it to the
literally not-
aerialists here the other day because they'd never heard of that. I'm like, no, jugglers are insane.
But
And
it's really
better.
not just juggling, I have
Yeah,
to say.
100%.
It's not just juggling, though. It's really any performing, any kind of high intensity thing like that. It is a mental game through and through. Whether it be tight wire walking.
Highs and low lows.
Yeah, but it is your main enemy always is your own head. I hear about this a lot with mixed martial artists, fighters, boxers. They say, the main opponent is your own mindset out there.
Yeah.
You know? I think it was Kaz Yamato would say that to Tyson more or less, like, it's all about your head, The character of the fighter, the mentality of it, that will be what decides if you win the fight or not,
Yeah.
You have to have that mindset.
Fascinated about the mental side.
Yeah.
Fascinated.
No, it's really important. Most
And it's
definitely.
crazy. If you're in that funk, nothing's going to go wrong.
Mm.
Like, do you listen to music or anything? What gets you in the funk?
It just naturally happens.
Just naturally?
What, as in before you go in the ring? Or
Yeah, do
before
you do
you're
anything?
practicing or what?
I mean, you guys do that many acts that you kind of have to stay switched on.
Yeah.
I guess
mean,
because I'm putting everything into the one.
For me,
I like nobody talks to me. I
Yeah.
just mentioned this before to you. It's like,
Not
if
for
I'm
training.
juggling...
Yeah.
No, literally. If I'm juggling... This is going to make me sound horrible.
No.
But,
I
like,
get you.
Don't talk to me, please.
I put my headphones.
If
in.
I'm warming up... Yeah, no. Headphones in and someone talks to me.
And sometimes I'm not even listening to music, but I have headphones in as a marker to like fuck
Yes.
off.
But if
Fine.
I approach you and talk...
Yeah.
This is where it makes me look bad.
Yeah.
But like, and then if I start walking away, hey guys, conversation.
Yeah.
This is not a good look for me.
No, I
Not
100%
good.
understand it.
That's
no.
just that's how I get in my headspace. I like to be left alone.
You have to block out outside stimuli, I think, when you're training. The problem is, if you've got people all around you, they want to talk, so you're not focusing on what you're doing, and then I don't even like training near people, honestly.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
there's like a subconscious kind of expectation not to drop, not to screw up when you're training.
Yeah, you're performing because you can see eyes on you. It depends on what I'm training, but like if I go on for a trapeze practice, I don't like people there because
Yeah, you can't.
seeing
get
what
into it.
works with styles and with music.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel like, I also want to impress these people that are, on the show that are watching me right now and not focus on their own thing.
That basically has covered it, really. You want to have that that complete focus. For me, training isn't a chore; it's more of a escape a little bit. So
that's huge.
when I get to juggle practice, tight wire, whatever it may be, that's my time to be fully engrossed in that. I'm not thinking of my other problems.
That's the
That's my meditation.
That's meditation.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, through and through.
Yeah. Actually,
When
now to
he's-
turn it slightly
When
funny.
he's training, he is even when he was here before while you guys were getting ready, he was getting a bit aggressive, and I was like to him, Cody, this is not your home,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like
But that's just
you get that.
that's,
You get that.
I get
you
that.
Get that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you don't get that, people watching, if you don't get that, you don't get it.
No, but I find for me, anger is actually makes me perform better than really any other thing.
That's
because
when I'm at my best.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same page. I
some
get
of the best
calmer
shows I've
under
performed,
pressure.
I've been furious when
That's
I've gone on the
huge.
ring.
You get calmer under the
Now
pressure.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Like that helps me a lot.
Oh, I've got a video of my trapeze and I worked really well and I was super strong in it. And we'd had mugs out in the horse yard like just before my act, throwing fireworks in with them. And everyone like ran off, to chase them away.
And you're angry.
There was no one there to pull the pull-up ropes, so the ring change was so long and we're waiting for the
I
boys to
remember
come
that
back.
one, yeah.
And I knew that I was filming the act that night, so I was pissed off walking in there when I finally went in the ring.
No.
It worked great.
Yeah. Yeah, my best show ever is the last show in China. It was televised, So because it was televised and the Chinese audience, they just don't clap.
Yeah.
They just don't clap. And I got warned about that before. So they dubbed in, because it was televised, they dubbed in applause and like crazy over the top applause.
Yeah.
And it was a huge audience and stuff. But it like offended me. And
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
get
no,
that.
these guys should be clapping. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
So I should have...
Like, for context, we were in half a basketball stadium.
Huge
Big,
stadium.
Yeah.
And I thought, if there's 7,000 people here, they should be clapping. First plug has to go to ourselves. Please follow the socials. They're all here, all here, probably here. There is a website, nothing's on it. There is a Twitter, don't use it, don't worry about it. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, they're the ones. Thank you for watching. Please follow the socials. If not, that's fine. Thank you, appreciate it anyway. Enjoy the rest of the pod. Back to the like headphones, and I just thought of it. The like, before I go out, I like to just stay focused, stay locked in, listen to music and stuff in Belarus.
Yeah.
On the running order and in all the rehearsals, it just said like clown act, this, that, aerial, funny bears, Cody Harrington juggling.
Yeah.
And I was like, funny bears.
Yeah.
Clown gag. It was funny. They didn't rehearse, and I was like, what's funny bears? Like,
Was it
funny
literal
suits,
bears?
Brown bears.
Oh no.
Little bears. Like proper bears, real bears.
Yeah.
Bear.
Funny ones.
And
Did you laugh?
picture. No, it wasn't funny bears. No.
Funny.
Poor
And
advertising.
in the back door, because they didn't rehearse, because
Yeah.
it's like a Belarusian circus, that's their act. The
Yeah.
bears. They didn't have to react. They rehearse. They know their act.
Yeah.
I'm in the back door setting up my props, listening to music. I'm getting shouted at by
Oh,
Russians
no.
during the show.
Oh no.
Get out of... Do not look at the bear.
Yeah.
Do not make eye contact with the bear. All in Russian,
Oh,
screaming
no.
at me. And I'm just in headphones, like, setting up my clubs. Because my prop table's
Oh,
outside
no,
at
yeah.
the bears. And, like, I'm trying to lock in here.
Yeah.
And they're like, while the bears are on, you're nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, and the bears
They
get
cannot
you
know
are
a new
fucked.
face.
Yeah.
And I was just like, whoa. The crowd applauses, and then there's all a Russian speech. My prop table's still there, still can't go near a bear. There's bears in the walkway.
no.
And all I hear is, Cody Harrington. I was like, I can't, like, like,
yeah.
what? So that kind of
The
rattled
back
me.
door is not exactly right there either. You have to. It's
They're
like
corridors,
the
aren't they?
corridor.
Yeah.
You've got to run down.
I was running
On those
on
buildings, they're
marble, like,
little...
and again, just being shouted at. Don't be near the bears next time. Don't look at the bear. And I'm like, off the running order, I thought it was two dudes in suits.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they were 10
Funny
foot bears.
bears. Oh no.
Yeah.
They're like tiny.
Yeah, Cody, they're probably really cute.
Teddy
and
bears.
cuddly.
Bears a bear.
They were
Exactly
definitely-
Will a small bear fuck you up?
I would say
Yes.
so.
I know that, but they weren't 10 foot. They were little.
Will a
Size
small
doesn't
bear
matter.
fuck you up?
They were like
Size
half
doesn't
the
matter.
size.
Size doesn't matter.
Exactly right, apparently.
Passing thoughts, I thought this went well.
I think it went okay. I mean, I missed most of it, but
You made the cut.
I've made the cut. Okay. Can the thumbnail be my face at least?
Yeah,
we need
need
a
a thumbnail.
100%.
That's perfect. Alright.
All right. Ta-ta, and farewell.
We finish off fist bumps now. Oh yes, five bumps.
Are we still fisting or? Okay.
Just
Why are they
solid.
laughing?